Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late January, moving into early February 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Libras out there. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going. My guides and spirit team, talk to me about the lovely Libras. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra. Late January, early February, we are in Aquarius season, right? That's another air sign. Oh, okay. So this is a big card of having fun. Okay, so this could be really good for a lot of you, but at the same time, it could be spirit saying like, hey, hold your horses there. Maybe there's somebody else in your life, but I really like this card generally. I mean, especially if you've been going through some tough times or if energy's been heavy, this is really nice. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more about this card. So when you look at the imagery of this card, we see that snow globe. There's that unicorn or pony on the top of it. There's a wooden soldier. There's toys all over the place. So when I see this card, I think of fun. So for a portion of you, if you've been going through things, if life has been mundane, if you haven't been doing much, Spirit could be asking you to literally have fun, to cut loose, to let off some steam, right? We all need that from time to time, especially if things have been rigid in recent times. You really might need to blow off steam. Now, I always say everyone has fun in different ways, right? Some people like to get out into nature. Some people like to shop. Some people like to go dance or hang out with friends or stay in and watch TV and eat good food, whatever it might be. Whatever you consider fun, Spirit wants you to do it, okay? Now, it does have that inverse message. Sometimes this card does come up when someone's having too much fun. So you've been doing a little too much. Hey, maybe practice a little temperance, right? I don't judge whatsoever. I'm all about having a good time. So this card is always intriguing to me. For a portion of you, maybe it's just someone you're connected to that's having too much fun, not paying attention to responsibilities. We'll leave it as it is, right? Let's get into tarot. And I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Cut loose, my friends. Let's get your tarot going. I'm going to start you with 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. So let's see what's happening for Libra, please. Late January. And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading, my friend. Now it kind of makes a little sense. Last week's reading was titled A Big Problem. Okay, now I never wish problems on anybody, but the reading itself did show like a big bump in the road. So for a lot of Libras, hopefully that energy doesn't bleed over into the coming days and weeks. If you've been dealing with something, you have my empathy, my friends. But let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you. Because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to, right? That's how it goes with tarot. Let's get 3 cards to start. What do we got for Libra here, please? Guides. The deck is being very specific for you this week. Usually the Libra cards are like rapid fire, one after another. Yeah, all work and no play, huh? We have the 8 of Pentacles here. Now, this could be a good thing. This is someone getting down to business. Okay, we're going to put that right there. Let him chill. Hammer out that pentacle. Let's get a couple more. Interesting indeed. We got the King of Swords, a card that could represent you, my friends. Very stern, serious. Could be authority figures as well. Let's get one more. And it feels very busy. That's one thing I'm already picking up here, Libra. Like this energy, it feels busy, busy, busy. So I wouldn't be surprised for a lot of you if you get very busy. If you're not, let's get one more. Knight of Swords, action. Huge action on the back end. 2 cards that could represent you, my friends. Yeah, so we're going to have an intriguing one this week, Libra, that's for sure. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, as I already mentioned, on the back end here, we do have 2 air court cards, which, yeah, they could represent people, or they could be cards of the self. They could be cards of you. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy all over the place here. It's not gender specific. So whether those are people or situations or actions, we'll just have to break it down. There's also this card, Eight of Pentacles, of work. Out of all the cards, this is one of the biggest ones of putting forth effort. So that's why I said all work, no play. So I'm just feeling a very busy type of energy. So things might be picking up for a lot of you soon. Let's go through piece by piece and really start to build the message out. So position number 1, Eight of Pentacles. I already mentioned a few of the meanings of this card, and it is one of my favorite cards in the whole entire tarot deck. We see that individual, they're on that workbench, they're creating those pentacles, they're getting down to business. So for some of you, yeah, maybe that's something you're doing. Maybe there's something you've been putting off for a while, and it's like, no, I'm going to do this, I'm going to work. For a portion of you, it could just be work-related things. When we clarified things that you do for money, to earn a living, whether it's good things or challenges that you might be facing, this is one of my biggest cards of work. Now, all cards have positives and challenge. A challenge of this Eight of Pentacles could be somebody that's, one, not working hard enough, they're not putting forth enough effort, or they're doing too much. This could be someone, like I said, there's a very busy energy around this. Don't overwhelm yourself in this time, and we'll see what's up. It could be very good. When I see it, it's somebody wanting to give to something, okay? We could leave it simple like that, because this is a big card of energetic exchange. And that's kind of what I'm seeing within this spread. Like we have this diligence, hardworking. Now we have this Knight of Swords on the back end. There's like somebody wanting to give a lot of energy here. Moving to the center, we have the King of Swords, right? So I always say all kings in tarot represent control of their respective suit. This is not gender specific. So in a Libra reading, my simplistic style, it could represent you or what you might be feeling or something that's coming towards you. Same could be said with that Knight of Swords. Now, what are some things that we think of with the King of Swords? Extremely smart, very intelligent type of energy. Analytical, plan-based. So when we see this card, it's somebody who's making a plan, they're sticking with a plan, they're trying to get their mind right, they're looking at things, truth of the matter, we're going to see this through. It's like broad spectrum vision of things as well. So this isn't a bad card, but when we talk about challenges of cards, you know, we spoke about this, and I say with every card, they all have positives and challenge. The King of Swords could sometimes represent an authoritarian type of energy. So if this is a power figure, it's like dictator-esque, someone it's like my way or the highway. King of Swords could sometimes be a manipulative energy. We're not even going to fully go there, but it could just be seriousness. So maybe there's something you're working on that you're taking very seriously. Maybe there's a situation you're dealing with that is serious in nature, or you should be taking it seriously. That's a big possibility with this King of Swords. Now, moving to the back end, we have one of the fastest moving cards in the whole entire deck, the Knight of Swords. So a lot of the things I did say about this King of Swords does apply to this card as well. It's another card of the self for you, something coming towards you, what you might be feeling, so on and so forth. But this is one of the fastest action cards there is, right? It's powerful, it's explosive in nature. It's shooting off towards something like a damn rocket when we see this. So there's like, it could represent distance and travel and stuff like that, of course, or moving towards something. But there's a deadlock determination here when I see this. So it could be something coming in hot, could be someone or something coming in very quickly, especially with the energies that we're seeing here. A big challenge with the Knight of Swords, though, which I will say, is that it could also be a conflict-based card sometimes. It could be very combative. So I generally know, since I always say I have a lot of Libras in my life, much love to them, not the most conflict-based energy out of the whole zodiac. Your temper might be flaring a little bit, but we're not even going to fully go there yet. I want to clarify and jump deeper, so let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Libras, please. Guides and Spirit team. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Eight of Pentacles here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Libra, you could drop it right in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Eight of Pentacles time. What's happening? What is this effort about? I'm seeing a lot of action surrounding that King of Swords. Knight of Cups, beautiful. Someone who is taking time to, make themselves happy, work on themselves. This is a really good type of energy if you're connected to a water sign. And I just have to say, we have 4 cards out here. 3 of the 4 cards could represent individuals or people. So for a lot of the Libras in this time, there's a lot of other people in your energy or could be affecting it for better or for worse. Now, when I see the Knight of Cups in the upright, yes, it's a forward movement card, action card like the Knight of Swords, but it's a bit softer. This is a card of emotion. Sometimes it could be romance. But when I see underneath this 8 of Pentacles, this is somebody that loves what they do. They're emotionally invested in their work. They're emotionally invested in their actions. That could be a really good thing. Or this is someone that's just trying to work on their emotional state, right? They're just trying to work on their emotional well-being. It's like, all right, I'm going to put effort into this. I want to put effort into this. But once again, with all these individuals, all these people in the energy, yeah, this could be a work situation, of course, but I'm liking what I'm seeing here initially. It's like, all right, I'm putting in the work. I want to see the results. So we're going to keep moving forward. Yeah, there's a lot of action here. There's a lot of energy of somebody wanting to give their energy to someone or something. So I feel like it's very good. Let's go in on that King of Swords. Let's see what's up. See if we get more court cards here, because there's a lot of people around you, my friends. Let's see what that King of Swords has to say. Lovely Libras. I mean, yeah, it could be content. Maybe for a portion of you, you're looking for a better job as well. Let's stop giving messages. Let's keep moving, because that's where we're starting from. Thank you. World in reverse. And this is something I've been seeing for you in recent weeks as well, things returning. That's a big possibility for a portion of you. So whether it's a behavior, whether it's an individual, there's a possibility that something could come back around or something could return, right? It makes a lot of sense with the energy of all these possible individuals. So I wouldn't, once again, lots of people coming towards you, Libra. That's why I said we had it for you a few weeks ago. Like, here they come again, and it's showing up. There's this magnetic energy. But the World, it's a card of endings, right? It's a card of chapters closing. It's a card of karmic, so karmic cycles and such. So, of course, for a lot of you, yeah, this could be, I don't want to say a karmic warning, but it could be spirit saying like, hey, you're about to start a very brand new cycle. But at the same time, there's this energy of returning. World in reverse does speak about that, something from the past coming back around. So for a lot of Libras, there's something wanting to revisit, okay? So whether it is an individual, whether it is something within you, I mean, are you open to it or are you not? I mean, that's your decision to make. But World in reverse under the King of Swords. Now, another message for a small portion of you. The state of the world today, or things that are happening in the literal world, world events and such, could be really amping you up and affecting you in a big way. The energy of what's happening on in the world could really affect you. So just know that, okay? Like, you could be looking at world and world events in a very negative fashion, and it could be affecting you. So make sure you're guarding your energy. But aside from that, possible returns. Let's keep moving over to the Knight of Swords. I mean, I don't think that's where it ends. You might just be starting a brand new cycle as well. Doesn't feel super negative to me, okay? So let's go in on that Knight of Swords. Then we'll do our recap before the Shadow card. So what's this about? Why is the Knight of Swords here? Thank you. All right, Seven of Swords. I mean, this is just something popping up out of nowhere. Someone or something popping up out of the blue. We have the Seven of Swords. Now, generally, I would call this card a warning, but I'm not this time because it's not giving me like red flags, alarms. I'm not getting any of that energy here with the Seven of Swords. So let's talk about it. The Seven of Swords could represent anything that you don't quite see just yet. So whether this is an unexpected situation, an unexpected action as well. Like, yeah, we did see this possible return, all this stuff happening. When I see the Seven of Swords, I just think of something you don't quite see just yet. And underneath this, I mean, unless you're acting in this way, because remember, this is a card that could represent you. I don't think you are. But when I see the Seven of Swords, unexpected situation, unexpected action. Does it feel negative to me? No, it doesn't. If it was, I would say it's a big warning here. Like, oh, watch out. You got to watch out for this person. You got to watch out for that Seven of Swords. It's not giving me that vibe. Okay, so I just always go with my intuition on things like this. And I've seen it for other signs recently, expecting unexpected. Yeah, it could be a surprising or unexpected action or situation, but it doesn't feel bad to me. Okay, I'm just keeping it real with you. Let's go through and do a quick recap here, my friends, because there's a lot happening here. I'm not picking up treachery. Then we'll get into the shadow, but if you kindly look in position number 1, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups in the upright. Another thing to point out, half the spread are individuals and people that could be affecting your energy in a big way. But when I see this energy here, it's someone who's either working on themselves, like their emotions, like, all right, I'm trying to get myself right, trying to work on myself, become whole and all that stuff, which could be really good. It's a self-improvement type of energy, or working on something that you are emotionally invested in. This energy could be someone wanting to give their emotion to you or vice versa. There's a lot of care in this energy up front, so I do like it. Moving to the center, we have the King of Swords with the World in reverse. Watch out for things returning, okay? Whether it's people, whether it's behaviors, there is a big energy of things returning. The world itself, world events could be affecting you in a big way, even if you don't notice it. So just know that. Maybe detach yourself a little bit from world events. But for a lot of you, yeah, there could be a cycle starting here. Moving to the back end, we have the Knight of Swords with the Seven of Swords in the upright. Yeah, I did say felt mainly good to me, which it does for a portion of you. Don't act in a Seven of Swords way, right? Like, because this card could be a little snaky sometimes. It's not giving me that vibe, though. This feels more like an unexpected action or situation here, which it doesn't completely feel bad. Just think on your toes and expect the unexpected overall. But this spread's looking okay. I want to get into the shadow card. Please feel free to take a screenshot of this if you want to look into it further, because there's complexities in this week's spread. But please take a screenshot. Let's get you a shadow card now. So we're going to shuffle it up and see what's in the shadows for the Libras. Please, my guides, talk to me. What do we got? And yes, my friends, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end. I feel like it's a nice thing to do, whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. All right, shadow cards don't have to be a bad thing. A lot of times I do see positives here. And if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments below. It is a beautiful way to support the channel. Much love to all my channel members. I appreciate you guys. Obviously, no pressure. But let's get this shadow card out here for Libra. Guys, what's in the shadows for my Libra friends? Okay, cool. Queen of Swords. So we have like almost the whole suit of swords coming out here, because we have the King, we have the Knight, now we have the Queen, right? Very stern type of energy. Like I was saying, all the things about the action, the forward movement, the strategy, the planning. Now, when a card of yourself, remember, once again, it's not gender specific, shows up as the shadows, there could be a big focus on the self, like we've been seeing within the spread itself. So hopefully you're being kind to yourself. Hopefully you're being nice to yourself. That's a big thing with the Queen of Swords, because she can be a cold energy sometimes. Very stern, straightforward, to the point, no BS, no nonsense, which is a very good energy to have. But Spirit could be telling you, like, watch out for cold individuals, or don't be too cold yourself whenever the Queen of Swords is in the shadows. But the fact that you are an air sign, and there were multiple air sign energies showing up within this week's reading, this Queen of Swords, it's really Spirit saying, like, there is something surrounding your self-perception, your self-confidence, or how you treat yourself that is of high importance. And remember, all the way back in the very beginning of the spread, we had this card about having some fun, cutting loose. If things have been serious and stern and energies are affecting you, please cut loose a little bit. If not, maybe trim some things back, right? It's all about balance in life. But yeah, Libra, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The January subscriber surprise. For the January subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls tarot deck. It's one of my favorite new decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what are one of your biggest goals for this year that we just entered into? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab at random. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you again soon.